All right, I'll spare the camera a whole bunch of me looking through here. I do look through this entire thing for about 9 minutes because I'm looking for an entire set of clubs, and I actually find them, and at the end of the video, I'll go over why I bought them. All right, so I do pick up these shoes, and they are Cole Haans, and I usually never pick up Cole Haans, but these right here, they did comp correctly. They do need to be cleaned, and I'll go over at the end of the video about those shoes. As you can tell, there is an abundance of toys here, and I do look at a couple. I'm not really good at toys, but I did pick up that Super Soaker for only $1.99. It's brand new. It's open box. It's never actually been used. I do go through the toys a little bit longer, and I don't really find anything because I really don't know what I'm looking for. So if something piqued my interest, I did look it up, but the only thing I did pick up was the Super Soaker. Now this right here is a toy box, and they do this a lot at my Goodwills. They put up there just a whole bunch of toys in a thing and sell it. That was actually only $2.99, and the funny thing is my dad comes in after me. I didn't know he was going to the thrift store, and then he called me and told me that he actually bought that. So hopefully he finds some really good stuff in it. I did not even look up prices on that pot. It just had a horrible warp. Now, I do look up prices on this Copco copper bottom teapot. I think they were asking $6 for that, and the sales prices were like $15 to $18, so I did put it back.
And I said, I'm burning out.
Can I grab those?
Yeah.
Yeah? Thanks.
Hey, if it
Yeah,
saves me from putting it
be
away.
my size. They are my size.
Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do. You can look all you want.
Based on shoes.
Those are nice ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I
think the North Myrtle Beach's lights are still. We haven't done any.
Oh, you haven't done that.
That's really nice.
All right, so these are some good looking Sperry's, but I still don't pick them up if they don't have the leather laces. I did comp these out. Their prices were all over the place. Now these are in super good condition, but they were as low as $15 and as high as $25, but I did leave them behind because they're asking $8 for them. All right, we are back at the house. I know this doesn't look like a lot of stuff, but sometimes it is the quality of the items and not the quantity that you pick up that you can make some decent money on. So let's go ahead and get started over here. So this one right here, Super Soaker. One of these have sold pre-owned without the box for $28 plus shipping. This one is open box. It's not brand new or anything. It is open box, but it's never been used. And you can tell that because the factory seal is still on that box down there, which actually houses a little Super Soaker thing. And this is called the Arctic Shock. I think that's what it's called. The Arctic Freeze. The Arctic Shock, and you put ice in it and spray people with cold water. I mean, it seems like a good time. But again, only one of these have sold for $28 plus shipping that didn't have the box. They are listed as high as $50 plus shipping that are brand new. This one I really think I'll probably get 25 to 30 bucks and only pay $2 for it. Then the next thing right here are Cole Haans. Again, I don't buy a lot of Cole Haans, but when I see the word grand on them, I definitely always comp them out. And these are actually Moto Grands. So they're driving shoes, and you can usually, well, they actually say engineered for driving, but you can usually tell a driving shoe because the rubber on the back of it goes up, and that's where your foot is sitting on the floorboard and like doesn't mess up the back of your shoe. And I did look these up. Now, brand new, I mean, they are expensive, and they look pretty good. They have some pretty decent sole comps, maybe $30, $40. Now the leather does have some issues with it right here, but I just bought some new leather cleaner that I'm gonna try, and hopefully it takes them. That's actually kind of why I bought these, because I was like, you know what, these are the perfect shoes to try that on and see if they do, because they have, you know, some stains on them and stuff. So hopefully that works out, but I'm thinking maybe 30, 40 bucks. They're in really good condition other than the top of them. I mean, that's just gonna be a little bit of, you know, cleaning the bottoms, but other than that, super clean shoes. Then these, huge score on these, and you heard me say be my size because I've always wanted to wear or run in these on clouds. That's all I hear about. These things are super good to run in, and they are my size, but they are just a little bit too narrow. I wear like a wider size, you know, shoe, and these just, I don't think they're gonna work for me, which is sad. I might run in them one time just to see how they feel, but I'm gonna probably sell them. But these are the Helix, I believe. Helium, something like that, and they're called On Cloud. So if you see that mark right there, definitely pick these things up and comp them out. In bad condition, these bad boys go for 30 to 40 bucks. In this condition, I mean, the bottom of these actually look like they have never been ran in. I mean, they almost look brand new. They're very close to being brand new. Like tried on once, ran in a couple times, and then probably didn't like them and then donated them or something. But I've seen these as high as $119 in pre-owned condition and as low as 80 bucks. And in this condition, I'm thinking I can get close to $100 on these, no problem. And so I'm kind of sad they are not in my size because, or they don't fit my foot, because these are some really expensive shoes, and I only picked them up for, these were $7, so you cannot beat that. Then the golf clubs. I looked through a lot of golf clubs, and I know a lot about golf clubs, to be honest with you. I know all the big names. Now, there are a ton of golf clubs out there that have different names on them, and they're worth money, and you know, you just got to comp them out, and that's what happened here. So basically what drew me to this golf club is it said Tour Forging, so it's a forged golf club, and I was like, they're in really good condition, forged. And usually I'll comp out anything that says forged on it, any type of iron, and these are from the Wood Bros, and I have the whole set of irons here, and it is Championship WB Balance. And when I comped these out, I was like, it's kind of hard to find them. And then I did find them. Two of these sets have sold for over $100 plus shipping. And then there is one listed, I think as high as $300 plus shipping. Now, I did find the 4 through 9 iron and the sand wedge. I did not find the pitching wedge. All the grips are good on them, and that definitely came into consideration. And they have graphite shafts. They're regular flex shafts, so you know that's pretty decent. But graphite shafts, and none of them really have a lot of wear. The most of the wear is going to be on the sand wedge. But other than that, they're in all really good condition. I found the whole thing. It's $4 a club at the Goodwill, but these should sell probably, you know, right now they're selling for $100 in the wintertime, and I guarantee I probably get about $125 to $135 for these plus shipping. So really not too bad there. Like I said, not a lot bought, but definitely, you know, over $100, close to $100, 30 and 30. That's really not too bad for only about 30 to 40 minutes in the thrift. So right there, that's everything that I bought today to be a full-time eBay reseller. And that's exactly what I do. I basically go places, find stuff cheap, and then flip it online for a profit. Pretty cool stuff, right? So big scores today, definitely the shoes, definitely the golf clubs. Sad the shoes are slightly too narrow for my feet because I would have kept those in a heartbeat. So I do appreciate everybody that watches. It's officially 2022, which is actually insane because I feel like it was just yesterday. It was like the year 2000 and we thought the world was going to come to an end because computers weren't going to be able to calculate that. Remember the Y2K thing? Very funny. If you were alive and you remember that, that was pretty hilarious that we were that scared. So I do appreciate everybody that watches. I hope you had a very safe and happy New Year's Eve. And me and Kayla have some big announcements coming up on the channel very soon. Probably in the next couple of weeks, we'll get all the information out. And we've been working hard on some things backstage. So definitely a lot of work she's putting into this stuff. So I do appreciate everybody that watches. And you know I will always catch you on the next one.